everybody, this is Michelle with Creative Operation, and I have a tutorial that I'm going to share with you today on how I made a variation of my Neverending album using one sheet of 4x4 Cutaparts from a collection. So this is going to be kind of a twofer. I'm using this to make the tutorial because in my last hashtag crafty goals 2024 video, I shared this album with you, and I did get some requests to make a tutorial. And then also this is using the Christmas papers that I'm also using for that particular group that I'm in to smash a bunch of stuff for Christmas. I've been using some Simple Stories papers for making my greeting cards. So every month I make 10 cards for, you know, Christmas. And I thought this would be a great way to use this paper, make a Christmas album. So Christmas in July, so I guess it's a three-fer now. I'm gonna do a tutorial. It's Christmas in July, and we're also smashing some of my stash for hashtag crafty goals 2024. So if you haven't watched those videos, look those up. They are in my YouTube channel, in my list of videos, so you can look those up and you can kind of see where how I've been using these. So I thought I would show you how to make this. So let me show you again real quick. This is a little album. It's 4x4, and it has a belly band to keep it closed. On the front, I just used some of the papers from this collection, and then just added a little butterfly and a little bow to the front, and just made a real simple belly band to close it. And then here's the album. Now this came about because I had one piece of this paper left, you know, where you have all the 4x4 Cutaparts. I was like, what am I going to do with it? So then I got to playing with it and I made this album. So here it is. It opens up like this and like this. Then it has this little page here. All right. Then it opens up like that and like that. There's the back, and then it just kind of keeps going. And that's why I call it a never-ending album. And there's only two areas where you have to glue this whole thing together, and then you have this great album. You can add photo mats like I did here. You can add Cutaparts that you have, and I do have some of those over here, and make this really cute simple album. This would be great in any paper that you had that had, you know, the 4x4 Cutaparts, because your pages are basically already decorated. And then you could do this and you can give it to grandma, you can give it to anybody you want, you can carry it in your purse. It would be like a little mini brag book. It's just a super cute way to use up that last 4x4 Cutapart sheet that I had. So that's what we're going to be making today. It's going to be really simple. So you do need one sheet of 4x4 Cutaparts for this project. You do need one piece of paper for the belly band, and this will be 9 1/4 by 2 as I did it. And then you'll need photo mats. Now the photo mats, I kind of pre-cut some, and there are two sizes for the pages that you will be making. So one size is 2 3/4 by 3 1/4, and then you have 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I just cut up some of those to use, and then just your decorations. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut this sheet up into strips. Okay, that's the very first thing. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my strips cut, and you want to cut them horizontal. And then the next thing is to figure out which one you want on the front cover. Okay, you're going to be looking at the right hand side, so whichever one of these you want on your front cover, that's the one you're going to pick to work with first. Okay, so I think as I'm looking at this, and because I'm going to have a belly band, I want kind of maybe Santa peeking a little bit. Maybe use that. This one is a nice title page, so we could use that. And then this one is kind of a generic, you know, page, so we could use that as well. So whatever works for you, you just have to kind of think about that. I think what I'm going to do is do the Dear Santa, because that makes a nice kind of, you know, cover. So you're going to take this and we're going to score it. So grab your scoreboard. Okay, and we're going to score it just on the lines here, right there. All right, and then we're going to score this one. Now I'm going to score this one on the other side because it's going to fold the opposite direction. Okay, so the front cover will be like this, and then this page will fold back. So you're just basically making like a little Z fold, okay? Like so, okay? There's page 1. Okay, then page 2, whichever one you decide you want to pick, and you can just kind of, you know, just pick one. It doesn't really matter. The one that really matters on the front is the one you want for the cover. Okay, so the second one here, we're going to score again the same way. They're all going to be basically scored the same way. So score in between, and then I'm going to turn that over, and I'm going to score and make sure that is perfect. Make sure I cut it perfect and all that. And then this will also do that, okay? Now, do the third one. I'm just going to score it here, and then I'll turn it over and score it on the other side. All right, and then we're done with the scoring for right now. Now what we have to do is make sure we got them in the order that we want. So this will be the first page. So I'm going to lay this like this. You're going to have one piece that'll go like this, or like this. So you're really not going to sacrifice any of your pieces because of the way this is going to be glued together. I do want some of my 4x4s to kind of show in the middle. So this is the back of the paper. This is the 4x4. So I'm going to reverse that middle one, okay, just like that. And then this next one here, I'm going to do it so that, am I going to do it like that? Let me double check how I did it. Yep, I did. Okay. All right. So if we make it exactly like I did it, we're actually going to fold this back one like so, so that it's like that. And if I turn it over, that's how it's going to be connected, okay? So this is the inside. When this folds up, like so, you're going to have Dear Santa on the front, and then you're going to have the deer on the back, okay? So right now, this is how we have it. And I'm just going to put that just like that, okay? So you can kind of see how that's going to hook together. Okay, so then the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to grab my smaller scoreboard so you can see this easier, is that I'm going to take this first panel. So this is the one with the Dear Santa. That's going to be on the front. This last section here, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to turn it over. And on this last 4x4 section, I'm going to add a 1/2 inch score. So I'm just going to turn it over. I'm going to put it in my scoreboard, and I'm going to score it 1/2 inch. All right. Because I'm going to want this to fold this way, okay? And then that'll go back where it was, okay? The only other score you need to make is on this last page here, and we're going to put, so this is the last page, it's going to hook like that. That'll be the last page. This piece that's going to connect here, we're going to put a 1/2 inch score here, okay? So again, we're going to flip it over so that we put our score in the proper spot for folding, okay? Score that, and then that will fold, okay? So you'll have a 4-inch panel, a 4-inch panel, and then you're going to have that 4-inch panel, but you're going to have that extra little score in there, and that's going to go here, okay? So far, so good. So we've scored the last panel on this first page here, and we've scored the first panel of the last page. This middle panel here is not scored at all. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to lay this flat. This is how we're going to glue it together. I'm going to glue this 1/2 inch piece to this right here. I'm going to add a little bit of glue just to that 1/2 inch piece here, and don't use too much because you don't want your pieces to like get glued together, okay? Just on that 1/2 inch piece. And then I'm going to take this piece here, okay? So here's my first piece, here's my middle piece. I'm going to put it right in that groove, and then I'm just going to close that up and then just glue that 1/2 inch panel down, okay? So what that's going to do is give us that fold, okay? Like so. Okay, so now if we fold this up, here's our first page, okay? And then we have that scored piece, and then that's the only thing that's gluing that together, okay? So then we're going to take the second piece, all right, and you guessed it, we're going to glue that 1/2 inch piece to the back of that middle piece, okay? So we got that extra score that we made here. We're going to just glue that to that page, okay? So I'm going to turn this over because it's going to glue, well, actually, I'm not going to turn it over. I'm just going to keep it upright. Here's our 1/2 inch. I'm going to put glue in that 1/2 inch groove only. All right, and you can see here's my 1/2 inch right here. Here's the rest of that page. Here's my 4-inch panel. Here's my 4-inch panel. I'm just going to put that in the groove of that 4 inches, and I'm just going to fold that in, okay? And then I'm going to make sure the glue sets before you pull it apart. That would always be a good idea, right? And then fold that back, burnish it down, and then that's it, okay? And that makes the panel. So now what you should have is, I'm going to get this so you can see it. First panel, here's that 1/2 inch. Here's the page. It attaches to the middle panel here. So these both of these ends attach to the middle panel. And then here's where it attaches here. Here's where it attaches here. And then this just folds up like so. And then you have your album. So it opens like that, opens like that. Then there's that little page. Opens like that. And then like that. Here's the back of the book. And then it just opens again. And then it opens here, 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 and then you have your front. That's what you're going to do with it. So then this is where you're going to use your photo mats, and I'm using them on the B side of the paper. So the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 will all go on here like that. So you'll need 1 and 2 there, and then this will open up. Now this page is the one that has the 1/2 inch where it's glued down. So that's where you're going to use the skinnier pieces of your photo mat. So these are 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then back here, you already have your pages ready to go. So you don't have to do anything there, okay? We turn the page. We're going to leave this blank. You can do some journaling here if you want. Here's a photo mat page. So this one's a big full 4x4 page. So we're going to use another one of the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 right there, okay? Then the back page. Now I'm going to leave, I left mine blank to show the B side. So I just left that. And we turn the page. These are all ready to go, decorated and everything. So you don't have to worry about that. Then you have this this page where the 1/2 inch tab is glued. You open that up. So you're going to use a skinnier photo mat, the 2 3/4, 2 3/4 here, and then another larger, got something on that. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 here, okay? And then that will fold like that, okay? And like this. And then here's another B side, so you need 1 more paper, okay? And then turn it and you're back to the beginning. And voila, that is your album. So that is done. I will decorate that in a minute and put the photo mats down, and then you can see it from the beginning. Let's look at the belly band. So I'm going to grab my big scoreboard for this. Now again, this is 2 inches by 9 1/4, and we're going to start, I'm going to start actually over here because I want more of this showing. I'm going to start by putting, the 9 1/4 at the top. I'm going to score it half at 3/4, at 4 7/8, and 5 1/8. Okay, so again, at a half, 3/4, 4 7/8, 5 1/8. And then this is super, super simple. This 1/2 inch tab is what's going to connect everything. So I'm just going to fold on my score lines. You're going to have a 1/4 inch gusset, so that will give you some room to add your pictures and your photo mats and things too. All right, and then this is just going to glue together to create that band, okay? And that's why I wanted to start the scoring on this side, because I wanted more of this green to show on the back side. That was just kind of my preference. So then you're going to take your scissors, miter the corners just a little bit on that 1/2 inch tab, and I'm going to fold that down, add my glue. And then I'm just going to lay that down flat and make sure that's burnished and glued. And then there is my belly band, okay? Very easy. Very, very easy, okay? I'm going to have I haven't decided yet. I think I'm going to have that on the back. This will just pop in the front, and then I've got some decorations to put on to the belly band to decorate that up. So I'm going to do that, and then I will be back and I'll show you the final project. So I'm done decorating this cute little quick mini album made with 4x4 Cutaparts. This is a variation of my Neverending album that I've made before, and I was just playing with it and discovered kind of a different way to put them together. So here's what it turned out to be like. So the belly band comes off. Like I said, I wanted the kind of more green part to be on the back side, and then I picked one of these layered bits from the collection that I had in my stash, and I added that on there, and then I picked 2 pieces of the bits and pieces and popped those up with some foam dots and just added those 2 there. And then with the holly on here, I added some enamel dots that I had just to kind of decorate that up a little bit, and it turned out really cute. So that's just a real simple belly band decoration. And then here is my album. So I added a couple, I just used the bits and pieces. So I added a little bit of holly there, and then on the inside, so I did it so that you can tuck your pictures behind, so that worked out really well. All of these are like that. So there's my photo mats that were the 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and then this one is the 2 3/4 by 3 1/4. And then in the bits and pieces, it had this piece that said Season's Greetings, so I just put that on the 1/2 inch join, and that decorated that. Here's the inside. Didn't really do anything with that. Then it turns like this, another photo mat, another piece of the ephemera. And then on the back, I did decide to add this little piece here, this little address label, because I thought if I give this as a gift, then I can write down a little something, something there. So I did decide to put that there. In here, again, these are just the images from the 4x4 Cutaparts, as is this. And then I did add this special delivery piece. I did cut off of one of the tags. I just cut that special delivery part off and added that to the 1/2 inch tab. And then little photo mats, and again, did it so that you can tuck pictures behind, and then it turns like that. Whoops, wait, did I miss something? No, I didn't. It turns like that. And then this car is pretty big, but it would still work really well to put a picture behind. And then you got to the front. So I'm going to do that again real quick. So it goes like that and like that. You have the join here. Turn it like this, like that. There's the back. Then it keeps going. That's why I call it a never ending, because you can just keep going and going and going. All right. Then if you open it up all the way, you can see where the joins are there. Okay, I hope you can. Let me double check the image here. And there you go. Okay, so then these just fold into the pages, and then it just accordions up. And that is the album. So I hope this tutorial made sense. I hope you like it. Thanks for watching, and I will be back again really soon to share with you more tutorials and more things and more fun stuff. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay crafty. Bye-bye.